Good evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Round number one, scheduled for the championship distance of 12. Obviously, the speed fighter has that mental edge over the low stamina fighter, but how can the low stamina fighter turn that around?
What he can do is maybe come out fast, kind of throw a little con game at the fast fighter. Let him think he wants to fight a fast fight, and the next thing you know, the fast fighter settled down a little bit. The other guy would get the pace he wanted.
Byrd's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Tua.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go.
Halfway through this round, not an accurate hook at all. Great hook to the head that time. Solid left hand to the head. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Byrd's hit by a counter punch there. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by the man. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by the man. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I could only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Good flush shot by Tua. Pistol's got to deal with a cut cheek. Targeting a left hand to the body. Nice strike after catching one by the man. Rushing uppercut by Pistol. Unable to land clean by Tua. Right back at you. Counter power punch. The man's now showing us something that could have a great impact on this fight, Teddy, and that's his ability to counter.
Yeah, he's mixing it up a little bit. We know he can lead, we know he can get off first, but now this...
Right on the liver. That hook is damaging. Tua's rocked, and his defense is porous right now. He could go down at any moment.
Well, the problem is he's got the habit of blocking punches, and when a guy's putting them together, you can't block them all. Some are getting through.
Byrd's rocked by a huge hook to the head. Now hugging on the inside. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Pistol.
You got this one.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Good flush shot upstairs. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. And that's the end of round two. The Byrd's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using legal things right now because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
And just grabbing onto his opponent. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head.
Keep pushing. Combo. In and out. In and out.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Tua's well off the mark that time. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. The man's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Byrd missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. And now you can see him utilizing the jab.
You know, a lot of times you see a guy on the outside bouncing around, staying away. You understand the use of a jab. But when you're coming forward, you have to come forward with a cover. And that jab, that's the cover.
Pistols out at longer range. He's staying away from some danger spots defensively.
Well, he knows he has an opponent who has to be set to punch and who's very dangerous in those spots. So he's doing what he should be doing. Keeping him off balance, giving him angles. Fighting a smart fight.
Three minutes gone by in this round.
Stay away from it. Keep throwing that jab. Okay, listen. When he misses you with a punch, counter.
Well, let's look at Teddy's scorecard through 3 rounds. Effective work with that flush overhand right.
You're still not moving enough. Move!
Keep that head moving.
And he ties up on the inside.
Keep working there. Double up your punch.
Scored well up top. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Byrd's got a little something coming back at him. A counterpunch scored. Not much action as he just ties up. He was waiting for his opponent, just waiting for an opportunity, and he found it. The counterpunch by Tua. Tua's fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
Pistol's able to land a good, solid left hand.
Let's see some defense.
He's tired.
Tua's nailed by a huge uppercut. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Scored well upstairs with the right hand.
Keep moving.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
What are you waiting?
Tua's cut is now going to play a factor in this fight. I mean, you can tell just by looking at it. What does his mental approach need to be so that it doesn't overtake him?
That's a good question. He has to be a pro. He has to be a guy that when the test comes, and this is the test, that he doesn't panic, he doesn't falter. He keeps the same mindset he had before he was cut. Do your job. come here, use your jabs, set up your punches, put punches together, be defensive when you have to be defensive. Let the corner do the job of closing that cut.
Up top with the right hand. The man's not firing off the big power punches. I gotta wonder why.
Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what to come back at him.
Let's see some more head movement.
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Byrd.
Side to side.
Pistol's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love it. And yet another big shot comes in. Big headshot puts him down.
One, two, three, four, five.
Tua's up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight.
Keep it going.
That's a well-scored left hand by Byrd. Scored well up top. Boy, he's really working well on the outside, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a great job of disciplining himself. You know, we talk about power, we talk about speed, we talk about all those virtues, but just controlling himself and making sure he controls the distance, a distance that's got him winning the fight.
Nice work on the right hand by Tua.
You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you to use the ring and keep your distance. That was good. You took a lot out of him now.
How you doing? Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, right? I need you to focus. Keep your hands up. Keep working the jab, okay? Double up.
Tua's hope is for him to be steady on his feet and just survive at this point. Remember, that last round, he was down and nearly out.
Well, his hope is that his corner revives.
Big shot he just scored with. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Tua's back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question. The man's tag.
Hold him. Clinch.
Tua's hoping to recover right here. The way to do it, he feels, to tie up.
Yeah, it's not about machoism right now. It's about getting past this point, surviving, and then having a chance later on to get back to win the fight.
Tua's opponent is having a field day, Teddy. That left hand lands again.
Well, he keeps moving the wrong direction. He needs to move away from that punch.
Halfway through round 6. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Keep moving, keep working the body.
The man's trying to find a way to survive. The way he's doing it right now, he's holding on. He's clinching his opponent.
And they work on it just like you do in other sports. I mean, football, you work on the goal line's defense. This is his goal.
Did you see that? Tua's down, and he may be out. The ref is stopping this fight. Byrd's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner is Byrd.
That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.